the entire. I brought Shaniqua in, and now I'm just kind of walking around, wandering around. Well, let's see what exactly is the issue with Shaniqua. Alright, so we are back. Well, I am back. I dropped off my car, and they're gonna try to diagnose it and see what the issue is with it. And in the meantime, I am doing pull-ups and some... Alright, so... Well, I'm in the Escalade right now because apparently they can't get the part in for Shaniqua today, so it's gonna have to be tomorrow. I was hoping to pick her up today because I did do a one day only insurance for her for like $20. So I kind of wanted to get all that shit done today and then just have her garage. But it looks like that's not gonna happen. Hopefully so I'm leaving it there overnight, and hopefully they can work on her early in the morning so I can get her back home not too late. And I'll just be rolling around in the Escalade for now. I got a speeding ticket on the rolls, so I'm not even driving that. And yeah, it's a nice sunny day, and I would have loved it if I could have driven the Challenger instead. But it is what it is. And that's it. Now I am just heating up these two pans. One I'm putting meat in, the other noodles. And that's... Oh, here's the noodles. Here's the noodles that I eat. See? TNT. It's even got some Asian words in it. That means it's good. Nothing fancy. So while I'm waiting for my pot to heat up or for the water to boil, I'm doing some cardio on the bike. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's squeaking. And I figure I answer some questions that I get a lot, like how come I have so many cars and why waste your money on cars? To me, a car it's kind of like an investment, and not in the traditional sense where it's going to make you money, because cars depreciate. Well, once you drive it off the lot, it's worth less than what you just paid for it. So how is it an investment? Well, first of all, like this is just going to be from my own experience and how I did things. When I bought Shaniqua a long time ago, well, I wasn't planning it for it to be an investment, but I have made money on her and by pimping her out. No, I'm just kidding. I made money so I'm an entrepreneur, and I own several different businesses, and having the Dodge Challenger, it put me into the Mopar car club, it put me into the performance car clubs, and if you're in the door for these clubs, you meet a lot of people. The more people you meet, the more connections you're going to make. And whenever I drove Shaniqua, people would come up to me, they'd ask about the car, we talk, we build a friendship, and yeah, I met a lot of nice people, and I've done business with people that I've met randomly, just like that. Kind of the same with my Rolex watches. Like, you may think like a $10,000 or $20,000 watch is goddamn fucking insane, which it kind of is, but the thing is, when you flip it around, you're now a part of the Rolex culture. Now you're in the Rolex group online, you're in the Rolex Facebook forums, you meet a lot of people, and this is actually how I met several of my business partners. So we make watch straps, and I found them just from replying to one of his posts on Facebook. So yeah, like a car may seem expensive. Well, it is, but like you may be paying $40,000, $50,000 for a car. The thing is, like with that car, you may be able to make like $100,000 from that one car. So it's kind of like indirect income that you get from it. And even so, I've had my Challenger since 2010. It's a 10-year-old car, and they haven't changed the body style, so it still looks the same. But I've had fun with her. I love her. And whenever I drive her anywhere, like at a gas station or wherever, like people come up and talk to me. And if you're an entrepreneur, you need to be making these connections. Like I see so many people I see so many people, like, they're trying to start a business. They come to me and they ask for advice. And I'm like, what's your social media? What's your Instagram? What's your Facebook? They're like, I don't have a Facebook, and they're not even active on Instagram. And I'm just thinking, like, well, how are people going to relate to you? How are they going to know you? Like, if you don't have any of this. And, you know, like, and most of these people kind of fail. You know, when you're starting a business, you need people to know you, and you need people to put a face to your brand. Well, I'm kind of straying off topic here. I'll talk about that in another time. But yeah, like in this section, I just want to talk about how cars can make you money. I mean, you could Turo a car, which is basically renting it out, but I don't really want to rent out my own cars. And vice versa, like I got an Escalade now, and I'm a part of the Escalade forums, the GM forums. So I'm a part of the Dodge, the Escalade, Porsches. You know, I'm in all these forums, and you just meet so many different people. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret, man. If people are in the Escalade forum, they got some fucking money. Like, I ain't telling you to use people or, you know, use people to benefit yourself or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, these cats got money, right? You know, like, if you're wearing a $20,000 watch, you got some sort of disposable income. And, you know, like, a $20,000 or $30,000 watch is kind of crazier than a $100,000 car, if you think about it. Because a car, you need to get around. But what the fuck does a watch do? I don't even set the time on my watch. I wear Rollies and APs and shit. Just for the flex, really. But yeah, like, you meet a lot of different people, and you as an entrepreneur with that mindset, you have to have that mindset. You have to go out and grab that opportunity. And materialistic things, as shallow as it sounds, it gets people's attention. Just like that, what's that cat's name? Ty Lopez, and he's in his garage with his Lamborghinis, but he's getting clicks. He's getting it. Can't hate on the guy. And also a very comparable way of thinking about how to be an entrepreneur is, back in high school, I would talk to fat and ugly chicks, and my friends would be like, Ty, why are you associating with like these 1s and 2s when you can get yourself like an 8 or a 9 or a 10? Well, the thing is, they may be ugly, but they can have hot friends, and you don't know that. And it's the same thing. You can meet a lot of different people in life, and just because they're not as successful as you, or you don't think they can offer you anything, they're gonna have friends and connections somewhere that's gonna benefit you. Again, I'm not saying use people to further your own agenda, but I'm not telling you not to either. Kitchen noodles are in, and the other pot I'm gonna be putting beef in. Alright, so the meat is in there. You can see it's kind of it was boiling, ain't anymore because the meat was cold. It was frozen. This is boiling. That's gonna be my bowl. Put the bean sprouts in there first, and then I'm gonna pour that into there, and then the meat into there. So it's done. See, the bean sprouts are on the bottom though. Or working out in your